Hey YouTube, E-Dawg here. Today I'm going to give you guys a walkthrough on how to defeat Crota on hard. This is, in my opinion, the easiest way to do it. Some others will probably find a different way, but for us this worked the best. We beat it on our second try, so it's obviously an efficient way. But first off, we'll start talking about the guns you should be using in this raid. The best gun to use if you have it is the Galahorn. And if you don't, I'd go with Hunger of Crota. If you have that, that's a good one with tracking also, legendary. And if you're focused on health regeneration, I would use the Suros Regime or the Red Death. Those are the two best for regenerating your health since there's no chalice. And for your secondary slot, if you have the Black Hammer, that's a good option. Or Icebreaker if you don't have Galahorn or Suros or Red Death. As your exotic, you can use that. Okay, now I'm just going to explain this first part a little bit for you guys. What you're going to want to be doing is you're going to want to kill the acolytes, and you're going to want to bring the knights down to a little bit of health, just like that guy was. And then either a warlock or a hunter with their super is going to take them out, and each one will generate 4 orbs, so you can get a total of about 16 orbs. And then after this part, once these guys are all dead, you'll see we all wait at the door, because once you leave through the doors, that's when the timer starts and the boomers come out and the timer starts for Crota to go in rage. So you should go at about the same time, so just boomers don't hit you. Okay, once you run out this door, now you go to the left and you go to the outside the crystal room here on this little edge. This is where you're going to be sniping the sword bearer and shooting your rockets at Crota. Now, there goes the sword, who's going to be the sword bearer, and we're just waiting for the sword bearer to run out from behind the rocks, because he likes to sit behind the rocks, so sometimes you have to be a little patient. But now we start pre-firing Crota. This is a good tactic because you don't have to waste all your rockets on the first round. Instead, you can each just shoot about 1. And then there we get our sword bearer doing some good damage. And now you have to wait until Crota's orange shield is gone, and then you can start shooting him again. This is where the hunter really comes in play. He can use his invisibility, all his stuff like blink strike, all that, then crouch, and it, as you saw there, we all ran to the left off after the first sword because Crota runs to the right, as you'll see when we move to the middle here. So then you don't encounter him on your way back to this middle room. Okay, now I'm going to talk a little bit about what are the best characters to use for this raid. You're going to want at least 1 hunter to do the sword, an experienced hunter. If not, you can do it, it's just going to be a lot harder. And you'll probably want 3 titans would be ideal. If you don't, again, that's fine, but it'll be easier. And 2 warlocks, 1 warlock and another hunter, doesn't matter, something like that. But titans are just good because they give you the blessing of light shield. Because there's no chalice, it's really handy, especially there when I put it at the door. Okay, so now we're basically just waiting for Crota to go back to his middle platform, because we don't take him down while he's on the right or left side, just because like you can't stand on that middle platform there or he'll just shoot you and kill you. So now that he's moving to the middle, we go back out. I throw a bubble up to help out the teammates from the boomers, and we go to the middle platform and basically just do the same process. And to take Crota down hard mode, it's a total of 18 hits, and after 15 he goes in rage, so you have to make your hits good if you want to use the sword. These are some tips you should know. And yeah, so here we're just taking him down again. And yeah, if you get 3 hits per each down, it should be enough to get him in 3 turns. 3 swords, so if you just play it like that, you should be able to get him good. And as you see here, we're just going down. This is your best place to go for the ogres. And yeah, here the ogre spawns in this room and one at the other side. So we just all sit up top on the door and he'll actually spawn right under me. We kill him pretty quick, so that was good. We had a couple guys with Galahorns and Warlock supers, it looked like. So yeah, and then we just have to wait for the other one. And there goes the first ogre. Now we jump down. Eventually, there. And there's the other ogre. Now we each like get some rockets and snipers into him. And he's almost down. And I don't know if this happens every time, but here we had a cursed thrall at the top of the steps. That's sort of scared us, so we had to play that carefully. And yeah, we all made it though, which was pretty lucky. So now we all just go back to the middle room, wait for Crota to go middle, pick up some heavy ammo. And I got pretty lucky on this on this run, because I got lots of heavy ammo drops, and especially with my ruin wings, I didn't have to use the synthesis. So I was constantly shooting like 2 rockets at him each time, which was awesome. Now he's middle, but we just wait until he goes to the side and back to the middle, just because like we didn't know if we'd have enough time for 2 swords. So we just played it safe because we knew we had enough time. Here he goes back to right. So now it's sort of boring, you just sit here, but you gotta watch out for the thralls and stuff. Shooting the glass. Everyone's dancing, pointing at him. And what's coming up here this is the most important part where you gotta clutch it out. I'll explain it when we get there, but for now, we just sit. Okay, now I throw up the bubble again, go to the middle platform, and that time the blessing of light really came in handy. And this is the part I'm telling everyone, you have to stand on the very edge of this platform here, because if not, when he goes in rage, the thralls actually scratch through the glass behind you and like really damage you, and a lot of the time kill you if you don't stand right on the edge. So you have to make sure you're right on the edge of this. Now we're pre-firing. This is gonna be the last one. Now we shoot our rockets. Take them down easy that first time with all the pre-firing. In here, that's the 15th hit, so he went enraged, but now you just can't worry about the oversoul. Just gotta keep shooting the rockets into him.
We got it.
And there it is. That's the end of it. I got the Fang. I was pretty happy about that. And some shards and energies. One guy got No Land Beyond. I think one other person got Fang, got 2 helmets, and a word of Crota. It's alright loot, I guess. Okay guys, that does it for this video. If you found any of these tips helpful, it would really help me out if you hit that like button and share it if you really liked it, and subscribe for future Destiny videos. Thanks for watching.